Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George. So today, what an exciting day. Bitcoin explodes upwards. And it's not done yet. The entire crypto market cap rallied hard. So today I'm going to talk about some of those crypto altcoins and talk about why Bitcoin is exploding. And you know, here's the thing. We're only in the first week of December. Santa Rally isn't even here yet. That's the thing. All right, let's do this. Let's get started. Welcome, guys. Just look at that chart this morning. We were below 42,000. We broke above a little bit. I told you guys we probably need to test this 41.2. No, 42.1. Like, you know, a couple times before we break out. Was I not right? We broke out all right. We went all the way up to about 45,000. And then for the most of the day, we've been right around 44,000. So right now we're a little bit below, but man, we had a good explosion upwards. We're at 44,000, guys. And it's only the first week of December. We got 3 full weeks left. Actually more, probably 4 straight weeks. 1, 2, 3, almost 4. 3.5 weeks left. Just imagine where Bitcoin will be. Can we actually end at $50,000 by the end of this year? It's a real possibility. Real possibility. We're talking about only a 15% gain from here to 50,000. And from 50,000 to 70,000, that's only like a 15%, right? We may be at a new high by the halving event. Maybe even before that if we get a spot Bitcoin approval in the first week of January. This cycle is going to be very different than all previous cycles. There's just too many catalysts, too much money flowing in, and Bitcoin is an unstoppable train right now. I've been telling you guys to strap on, to HODL, to DCA throughout the bad times. You are getting rewarded now. You've done the work. I can only say it. I can't make you do it. But those of you guys that have done it, you're getting rewarded. Almost everyone's portfolio is in the green now. It's really hard not to be in the green after the kind of rally we just had starting October, November, now heading into December, right? And everything is up once again. Look at the overall market cap up almost 4%. We're at 1.6 trillion, almost back to $2 trillion. And we have some standouts. Some that has been stagnant finally started moving, like Avalanche, for example. Solana, for example. But Avalanche in a big way. I'm going to talk about why. And also memes. Memes are going up, right? But Bitcoin, of course, went up as well, almost 5% today. You know, look at the shorts. Look at the short wreckage. 24 hours wrecked. You had 162 million shorts wrecked. Okay, look at all that red. But unfortunately, we had some long wreck too because too many people play with greedy longs. If you go play with leverage, know that it's very volatile, right? You got to cash out when you can, and then you can make some big bucks. But you know what? If you're going to be shorting Bitcoin or shorting anything at this point, you're basically setting yourself up for massive, massive loss, almost guaranteed. Okay, so too many people getting liquidated, but I don't feel sorry for the shorts getting liquidated. That's part of the reason why we pumped up so much, because of the liquidations, the short squeezes that has happened, and there will be more short squeezes going forward. Hey, do you guys remember Jim Cramer? Jim Cramer, exactly 9 months ago, told Bitcoiners, Bitcoin holders, to sell, and sell some more. And recently he turned bullish a little bit. He caved and said, yeah, if you want to buy some Bitcoin, buy some Bitcoin. But you know, Inverse Cramer, when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, just seems to work. Seems to be 100% accurate. When Jim Cramer turns bearish on Bitcoin, that's when you should buy and go all in. When he says that, you go all in because it works. It really, really works. We got some big whales buying. There's this one guy called Mr. 4 Million because he buys $4 million worth of Bitcoin several times a day. This guy just loads up. Keep loading, loading, and loading, right? This is great for taking Bitcoin out of circulation, but it's not great because it leaves less Bitcoin for the rest of us. Retail investors, we need to load up like these big guys. That's what they're doing. They're buying everything behind the scenes. You don't want to let them take everything, okay? With a blink of an eye, Bitcoin could be at $100,000. Then even getting 0.1 Bitcoin will cost you $10,000. Right now, at 40-something still, for $10,000, you get about a quarter of a Bitcoin. When we were at 16,000, you could have got more than half a Bitcoin. It's getting more and more expensive to buy any sats. Even fractional sats are getting expensive. And that's because supply is going down and demand is going up. And that's not going to stop. You know why? Because this morning I covered Blackrock. They received some seed funding for their spot ETF. They've been amending their application. So you know this is a done deal. This is coming. Just a matter of when, not if. When, also, almost everyone thinks it's going to be the first week of January. Not even pushed back to March. Like literally the percentage analysts are giving are like 95%, 90%, 95% approval in January. And there's some rumors that it may even be sooner, within this month. Now imagine where Bitcoin ends if we get a spot Bitcoin ETF approval this month, within the next few weeks, before Christmas. It's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. And there's rumors from Max Kaiser that Qatar, you know what? They're ready to put $500 billion into Bitcoin. Maybe they started. Maybe they already started. Maybe this is why Bitcoin is going up, because even though they're buying OTC market, there's not enough Bitcoin to go around. You know, who knows? I mean, there's just so much. There's so much goodness. And you know what? Stock markets are crashing too. Stock markets also, you know, Wall Street, those guys, those traders and fund managers, like, what are we doing with our funds? It's all negative. It's all red. We need to boost that up before the year end. We need to show some gains. And you know how they're going to do that? They're probably going to stock up Bitcoin-related stocks like Coinbase or GBDC or MicroStrategy, because they're the only things that go up right now. So those fund managers, they're probably doing what they can to boost their funds to make it look decent. Otherwise, they're going to show some negative losses. So that also plays into it. And you know, the fundamentals keep on improving. And this one is looking at the NVRZ plus Fibonacci. Basically, this is showing that Bitcoin is going to go up to $47,000. Well, that's not unreasonable considering we touched upon $45,000 today. We're going to build off of this, and we're going to go up higher to $47,000. And then, are we going to hit 50? A magical, so there's something about 50, you know, like we're halfway to six figures. Something about 50 that sounds just about right. And it's still kind of hard to imagine. I don't know, it's kind of hard to picture that we're already at 44,000. I mean, weren't we just in the 20s like just a few months ago? Do you guys remember when we were stuck at 26,000 and people are complaining, are we going to go back down to 12,000? Are we going to go down to 15,000, right? Why can't we break above? Why is it so boring, the 20s? Do you guys remember those days? We're double from those days. We're double within just 2 short months. This is how fast Bitcoin and crypto moves. This is why I keep telling you guys to focus on the future, to hold on DCA. That's really it. You don't need to do any fancy trading. Have I done any fancy trading with you guys? Even my DCA portfolio, I'll show you guys tomorrow. No fancy trading, just loading up and DCAing on all the good coins. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. Although if you want to do some trading, you want to do some degenning, sure, go ahead. You know, I did some today too. But, you know, everything that relates to crypto right now is so hot. Very, very hot indeed. Okay. Let's talk about some other crypto besides Bitcoin. Ordi, ordinals, skyrocketing. I've been telling you guys, ordinals, stacks. Even this morning I called Rootstock. Guess what? Rootstock started going up too. Right? Anything that relates to Bitcoin right now is hot. And it makes sense, right? For the first time ever, we have programmable dApps and NFTs that exist on top of Bitcoin. Has never happened before. This is the first time in history, in Bitcoin's history. And that's thanks to ordinals, stacks, and you could say others like Rootstock, right? But ordinals is still hot as ever. This morning, I opened up a long, just a 10x long with you guys on air. It's up 242%, up $734, even though I only put in $300, right? I told you guys, ordinals, stacks, Rootstock, anything that relates to Bitcoin is going to do good, right? It's probably going to like cool off. It can't just keep skyrocketing forever. But still, these are gaining more and more and more momentum. I only wish I got into them sooner, but I still don't think it's too late. Okay, so obviously the ones that relate to Bitcoin doing very, very well. Something else that's doing well is Avalanche. Avalanche, finally. It started really quickly upwards. Then it kind of cooled off in like $21, right? And it stood there for a little bit. It was consolidating. And now today, it blew up in a big way, 15%. Is Avalanche in the top 10 yet? It's getting, yes, it is. It broke into top 10 territory. Love to see the fact that it's above Tron, which is total garbage. It's even higher than Chainlink, higher than Polygon. I said Avalanche belongs in the top 10. And Doge and Cardano, they better watch out. Avalanche is very, very, very strong right now. Jeezy, no, I don't like Engine. Avalanche is really strong right now. You know why? They are L0 now. They have a lot of subnets, okay, basically different layers, different L1s that exist, okay, and because of that, it's really helping them. I've been covering a lot about, you know, the games, right? They make a big difference. They make a big difference, right? But first of all, showing my degen play, I tweeted this out earlier. I closed this out, by the way. I'm learning to lock in the gains when you can. This is a pretty good 20x play on Avalanche just within a single day. So pretty good, pretty good. But anyways, it makes sense too. I told you guys I love Avalanche. It's one of the ones that I always play anyways. But I've been telling you guys, those games, they have their own subnet. They're L1s on top of Avalanche, and they're the hottest things right now. They're the ones that are gaining the most momentum. People are actually paying attention to games. It's kicking off this revolution, right? Beam is an example. I just covered them a few days ago. Beam is from Merit Circle. It's a whole subchain based on games. And they have a lot of games. They have a lot of really, really good games. And they went up 14% today. So the stronger Beam gets, the stronger Avalanche gets, right? So it just makes sense. And then you have games like Shrapnel, which is a AAA game that's about to be released. I covered them recently as well. People don't want to pay attention to games. That's fine. But then you're losing out on the gains. Shrapnel up 23% today. Still relatively small, under 100 million. Guess where they're on? Avalanche. Okay, they have their own subnet. I didn't know they have their own subnet. I thought they were running on Beam, but no, they have their own subnet, right? You got others. What about DeFi Kingdoms? So I've been talking a lot about them. They're up 30% today. In fact, when I started talking about them about 4 days ago, they were at 10 cents. So they're actually up like 200-300%. And they're making a strong comeback right now. And they're still at 23 million market cap. And why are these important? Well, you go to Avalanche and you look at their subnets. Who are the biggest subnets? Well, the ones that I just talked about. DFK from DeFi Kingdoms. You got Shrapnel, they have one. And then you have Beam, they have one. And then you got a few others, right? These subnets, or these L1s, basically, you think about it, Avalanche is like a layer 0. These are like L1s. They're all hot right now. And they're all like game related. Games are leading the way, right? And people are trading. And when they trade, they utilize a DEX, maybe like Trader Joe, for example, right? And they're trading for AVAX with these tokens. So it makes sense. There's a lot of volume there. And then people are also staking more. So it's all interconnected. They're all connected together, right? On top of that, Avalanche has other things going on too. There's other dApps that's being made. They have their institutional subnets. They call it Evergreen. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff going on, right? So there's no wonder that Avalanche is so hot right now. And I think it's going to continue. I don't think they're going to stop. You know, they were a surprise breakout in 2021. And I think people are going to get surprised by them in 2024 and 2025 because of the strength of games. As strange as that may sound, but that is probably going to happen. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to talk about. Well, the first one, not really. I talked about a lot. Like Beam, Shrapnel, DeFi Kingdoms, Trader Joe, Avalanche. They're all doing well, and I think they're going to continue forward, right? What else is doing well? Well, memes. Memes are doing well. They're coming back full force. Okay, so actually, I don't know why Doge went up. The only thing new about Doge is this. Family Guy, their latest episode, this guy talks about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. And did that pump up Doge? I mean, it didn't help Ethereum. So I don't know if this is the reason. But that's the only thing new. But, you know, for those of you guys that hold Doge, there's some hope. Elon has acquired a money transmitter license. So if he gets his payment app going in X, maybe Doge will be within, incorporated. Maybe it's the default currency. We don't know. That's a possibility, right? Doge is going to go into space. So there's that too. I don't know. And, you know, there's other uses, I guess, you know, that could be coming. Mark Cuban used to shield the hell out of Doge for the Mavs. I don't hear him talking about it anymore. I mean, who knows, right? Doge is Doge. It's a meme. It doesn't need any utility. But right now, it's going up. It's up actually a good amount. 5%, 6% today. We haven't seen Doge pump very often. But you got others. Hey, you got like Shiba moving in the same direction. 5% today. Shiba has been very, very stagnant, but following the footsteps. You know, a lot of memes. Pepe up 14%. Now above 650 million. Okay, they're moving in the right direction. And same thing with Bonk. And I still regret not having any Bonk. They went up a staggering 35%, and they're at 446 million in market cap. So do you guys see the themes now? Games and memes. But memes go up so fast, you know, they reach such a big market cap so fast. It's kind of hard to get in sometimes because they pump up and sometimes they dump right back down, right? It's kind of hard. But games, you know, even though they're pumping, they're still slow moving. And then you still got a lot of alts too, like L1s that are still doing fantastic. Besides Avalanche, you know, others today like Solana went up. Solana has been pretty stagnant, up about 6%. I noticed the new kid on the block, Celestia, wherever it is. Yeah, Celestia's up 27%. $11. I covered Celestia recently too when they pumped up to like $8. Now they're at 11 and they're climbing the ranks. They are above Injective. So technically, Celestia is the biggest L1 out of Cosmos now, behind BNB. But you know, Binance refuses to acknowledge that BNB chain is out of Cosmos. So if you remove them, it's Celestia now, and they are just so hot. I don't have anything to say about them other than they're hot. That's it. All right, that's what I want to say. Today is just a hot day. Look at that. We're almost back to 44,000. It's just a good day. What else? What else can I say? All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let me scroll up. I answered Jeezy already, or Jizzy. Do I still like Engine? No, I don't, because they're not doing anything. And then they changed their chain. They had their own polka dot chain, and then they changed it to something else. I just have not kept up. Am I still bullish on Cadena? No. No, I'm not. Please do a review on Mask Coin. Never heard of Mask. WagMe Games up. Yes, today's a game day. WagMe Games went up quite a lot today. They're up 13% too. Today's a good game day. Look at WagMe. They're almost up 60 million. 60 million for a new mobile Web3 game with a lot of lore. What do you think about a meme coin? Do you mean the meme coin called Meme? It's too big. 384. Yeah, I would not be getting into this. It's too cliche. Name it meme coin. I don't know. Just because of that, I'm turned off by it. A sleeper. Wait, I missed it. Hold on. A sleeper could be Blackrock's base meme Toshi. What? Toshi is not Blackrock's meme. Oh, base. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yes. I don't like anything on base, to be honest. I don't. There are a lot of things that get listed on there, and then they do horribly. I got asked to go into some decks that just like went straight to zero afterwards. I don't know. That soured my thinking about base token. So I don't know if I can get into Toshi. Nathan said Cadena, King Me new NFTs. I'm not a fan of Cadena. No more. I hear their new marketing chief is supposed to do all these new marketing in January. I hope it works because they pissed off their community. They haven't done much. There's no new dApps going aboard. No one knows what's going on, you know. So I hope it works, but I'm off the Cadena bandwagon for now. Thoughts on Render? Until they go into AI, I'm not going to be a fan of them. They're not in AI. People think they are, but they haven't yet. You just borrow GPUs to do like non-AI stuff. I think it's just graphics at this point. Until they move to AI, then yeah. But right now, I think they're too overhyped. But in a bull market, everything gets overhyped. So let's be real. Can you see Avalanche back to 100 flipping Sol? I don't know. Never say never, I guess. But they have to go up triple to break Sol. Can it happen? Yes. I mean, Avalanche has all the momentum of the games right now. Sol, I don't know about it. I mean, there's a few games on Sol, but they're just not as hot. What are your thoughts on how Bonk is moving in comparison to other meme coins? How much further could it go? Could, in parentheses, could go to the moon. It could go to infinite. I don't know. It's a meme. There's nothing you could judge a meme by other than how much it pumps, and it's pumping a lot. So it could go to the moon. Man, there's so many super chats I can't keep up, but thank you guys. Celestia, I think it's very promising. I just talked about Celestia. I think they're very promising with their modular setup. I think they could do very well. You know, they need to prove themselves, obviously. There's not like a whole lot of dApps on there. They did form some partnerships, but they need more. They need more. Any news on X implementing Doge wallets or anything? No. No. If there was, I would have. I talked about Doge. There's nothing. There's nothing. If there was more, Doge would be pumping a lot more. But Jack, there's nothing right now. Jolamas, what do you think about Cosmos? Do you think it has what it takes to someday make it to the top 10 in market cap value ranking? At this point, no. I don't think it can make top 10. Its token economics is just not good enough. There's too much inflation going on. So right now, no. And it's really tough to be in top 10. If you look at who they're competing with, right? So there's a lot up here. Yeah, so I don't think it could be top 10. Chromia mainnet launch announced 2024. Good for Chromia. It's a little too late. Rich, super chat, thank you. Can stacks flip Matic? I don't know. Where is stacks? 41 at 1.6. Matic is all the way up here at 7. It's unlikely, but you know what? This cycle is different than any other cycle, so if there's so much dApps being built on top of Bitcoin due to stacks, then it could very well happen. Do I still like Axie Infinity? I'm neutral on them. Axie, it's harder to get into because it requires you to buy 3 Axies, right? You can loan it or you could rent it. You know, I just don't like games like that. I like games where you could just get in. Just get in and start playing. That's what the newer games are all about. Viking Crypto Warrior. They're both quite good. I'll just say that. You buying a Cybertruck? You know what? I got all these texts saying, hey, you know, we saw that you ordered a Cybertruck. You'll get $1,000 off if you buy a new Tesla. And I'm like, I don't want a new Tesla. I want a new Cybertruck. Give me my Cybertruck. And then they don't answer me back. What do you think about Theta? I've been in hard since 2020. In fact, I'm not a fan of Theta. I removed them from my DCA portfolio because all the hype around their Theta TV, no one talks about. Their hype about, you know, getting into NFTs, they shut that down. So I'm not bullish on Theta. Can Polygon hit 20 this bull run? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. $10, $15, maybe 20. I think a little too much. What are your thoughts on SRC20? It's like BRC, but another protocol. Never even heard of it. To be honest, I'm a little behind on everything that's happening on Bitcoin. I could talk Bitcoin all day long, but like some of the newer stuff, like the new standard that you're just saying, SRT20, never heard of it. This morning someone had me look at this swap feature where you could swap between ERC and BRC20. Like that, they're all so new, right? And they're being developed every single day, but I've never heard of that. Sorry. Snack is pumping too. Love you all. We're rocking. Yes, I know Snack is also doing quite well. I'm thinking about getting into Snack again, but it's a little expensive. I like to see it go down more. I might get back into Snack again. Shady Luke, message retracted, but I appreciate that. Man. Views on Solana? Can't go wrong with Solana. You can't. Just load up on Solana and you'll do just fine in this bull market. That's the best way to look at it. Braxton, how come I can only get 30% of my super farm value on Pancake? Try and take some profits, but not a lot of liquidity. Can't find exchanges. What BSC super farm, unfortunately. Thanks, George. I don't mess with super farm or any, you know, what do you call it? I forgot the term, but like multipliers or you're like stacking your. You're stacking your synthetic. Yeah, I don't know what you call it. I forgot how super farm works. It's like whatever you farm, it auto compounds it in. I don't know if you call it auto compounding or something. And then it looks at the best rates. It's an aggregator and it looks at the best rates and it auto compounds or something like that. I don't know. It's just too complicated for me. DZO, should I transfer some ETH in advance to exchange to avoid crazy fees when I do take profits? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. If you want to take profits, then sure. Maybe you could do that ahead of time. Katana Inu is looking into people who are into games. Cool little games. The coin is ripping also. Why do they have to add that Inu? If they're a gaming company, why do they need to add that? $32 million, little project, which is fine. Some exchanges. Okay. Multiplayer on-chain action game. You know, the problem is because they put Inu, everyone thinks it's a meme, which probably is hurting them right now. It could be good. Very new. Look at how their NFTs look. That's going to turn off a lot of people. I think that maybe too new. Their tweets just like only giveaways, nothing else. So they need a better social person. Only reason why I mentioned Cramer is because they're building a very unique modular blockchain with huge games on all chain, very underrated. I looked at Cramer before. Okay, I got fooled by them. That's the one with that Alice game. Right? I have looked at them before. But, man, they just went nowhere fast. Can they come back? I hope so. But they got that what's that Alice game? My Neighbor Alice, right? This was so hyped up before. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's going to be the greatest game ever. And then it totally bombed. So, yeah, they obviously have not been doing well. Barely moved. Not a whole lot of attention. Can Doc get to 50 this cycle? Yeah, I think so. That's less than 10x. Did I see the United Nations Hedera news? No, I did not. And that's probably not a good news because no one wants a crypto project to be associated with the United Nations. Mask. No sexes. Very small. All right, let's go. Website can't load. Pass. Rich says, my coworkers gave up on crypto and are kicking themselves. They asked how I stayed in the game. I said one word, George. Thanks for all you do. I share a channel with your message. Thank you. I appreciate that. See? That's why I've said this before. Sometimes you can't convince others, right? You try. Okay, if you gave it a shot, they don't believe you, that's fine. Because when you win, you win. If everyone listened and everyone was buying already, well, there would be no buying opportunities. So now you're winning, and they are not. But maybe they'll start paying attention. Geo, what do you think about Yearn and Maker? Boring. One word, boring. There's so much better plays, more exciting plays. How about just L1s? All the L1s I've been talking about, even Solana and Avalanche, especially Avalanche now. A lot more exciting than Yearn and Maker. I mean, they're both into lending, like, boring. Would you still buy Sol and Link over XRP and ARB at current prices? Yes. Well, I mean, XRP is bigger than both of them. So the way you're saying it, like somehow XRP is like lower than them, no, XRP is higher. I would 100% buy Sol over XRP pretty much any day. It doesn't even matter. Even after Sol goes on a 100-day pump and it's about to come down, and would I buy Sol or XRP, I would still pick Sol. I can't pronounce that name, but views on Big Zabra. Never heard of Big Zabra before. What is Big Zabra? No idea. I meant Superverse. They used to be Superfarm, but rebranded. Gaming crypto that's been pumping. Yeah, didn't they become a DAO? Someone asked me what Superverse was. I didn't know. I think they became a DAO. But I don't know what games they're supporting. I haven't heard of any. Yeah, what kind of games are they actually incubating or supporting? Staking is live. Okay. Imposters. Well, there's Elio being all excited. Well, of course, it's his chain or his project. I don't know. If you find this kind of game fun, I guess it could do well. I'm not trying to downplay it. If they can get a lot of, if they could help and incubate a lot of cool games that take off, then it could do well. They're already pretty big. Wilder World. It sounds familiar. Not doing well on Ethereum. Let's see. That looks pretty cool. But the two somehow doesn't relate, I don't think. Massive multiplayer metaverse. Okay. You know, it's showing all these fancy graphics, but I bet you the game is not live. That's the thing. Yeah, the game is not out. It's just asking you to buy it. So that's probably the reason why it hasn't gone up. Pepe is going to flip Doge. Just watch. Well, if it happens, congrats. But no, I don't think it's going to happen. At least not this cycle. Maybe in the future. It is very, very, very far off from surpassing Doge. Opinion on game Medieval Empires. That actually sounds like a cool game. Just from the name alone. Way too small. 1.3 million. I'm not going to even look at it. I'm sorry. But it's a cool name, though. It's a cool name. Ordinals, still hot. Avalanche, still hot. Beam, still hot. Shrapnel, hot. DeFi Kingdoms. Oh wait, that's way. One day, way too hot. 46%. That, I mean, DeFi Kingdoms is making a crazy comeback. I don't know if you guys know this. Jewel, look at that. Jewel was at 20 something dollars. It's at 37 cents. If it could come, I don't think it's going to go back to $22. I think that's just too much. But if it does, just do the math. That's like, you know, that's over 100x, I think, or less than 100x. I don't know. It's a lot of X's, that's for sure. Doge, Shiba, Pepe, Bonk, 35%. I don't have any Bonk. I really regret not buying any Bonk. If the founders of Bonk is watching this, give me an OTC deal. I'll get into Bonk. But it's so high anyway, so it's really pointless getting into it right now. Buffett invented rat droppings via Nubank. What? Invested? You mean invested in rat droppings? Do you think Red Fox will come back this run? Red Fox? I never heard that game before. $17 million on KuCoin. What game is this? Premier Metaverse platform for immersive. Okay, we'll just stop right there. Metaverses are stupid. Okay, no one wants to play in the metaverse. Seriously, we're so far off from like a real fun metaverse that actually people really want to spend time in. People want games, not metaverses. Part of the reason why Decentraland and Sandbox have not been moving, why Meta keeps losing billions upon billions building their metaverse, because no one wants to be in them. Many AAA games building with Chromia, not just Alice. Well, that's good. Let's see them come out. Once they come out, then Chromia will be quite exciting. Gods Unchained I never played before, so I can't tell you. I'm not the biggest fan of card games, to be honest. So if you enjoy it, great. They're the biggest card game, I think, next to Splinterlands, or there might be similar. I don't know. Man, my Ordi 10x here is killing it. I have in my regular portfolio too. Man, look at my BDC 20x. Now up 423%. That's pretty good. I only put in $1,000 here. Now like plus 4,000%. I mean, in a bull market, it's easy, right? I'm not trying to pretend like, oh, I'm an expert genius at trading. No. I mean, in a bull market, you know, you take less risk, lock in the gains when you can, buy the dips, just like D's saying, it works. Pith is also doing quite well. Or, yeah, Pith Network. I saw they're coming up. As for Oracle play, they actually look more promising now that I've done some research into them. JA, I'm not a fan of Algo. Not a fan at all. Every Solana project is ripping right now because Solana is coming back. Solana's probably the fastest big cap right now, but Avalanche is coming up really, really quickly. So don't sleep on Avalanche either. But those two definitely are my favorite L1s right now. But there's so many others still waiting for Cardano to make some moves, although they're still up there. Really waiting for Polygon to make some moves, right? But you got Cosmos that needs to make some moves, hasn't yet. You have newcomers in a space like Caspa, which still is sitting very high. They slowed down recently. You got Near Protocol that's starting to pump. ICP, Hedera, you know, Aptos, Immutable, VeChain. Now you got to throw in Celestia, Optimism, Injective, Arbitrum. These are all L1s. They're all going to trend upwards. What the hell? Sandeep with 50 memberships. Sandeep, you're a crazy man. I don't even know how you assign memberships. Do you just like right click and just keep like giving it out? $50 memberships. You know, I've joked around this morning. You know, pretty soon every single live chat person is going to be a member because everyone keeps gifting them out. Not that I'm complaining, but any meme coins on Avalanche? You know, that's a good question. I would like to know if there's any memes on Avalanche, because if there is, I'm going to be buying it. So I think it's going to do very well. I haven't heard of anything. Someone should create one if there isn't one. He's still gifting them out. It's going to take forever. When you're a member of this channel, it makes you that much cooler than everyone else that's not a member. And you might get some posts. You may get some videos early, like my Sunday videos. And you may get invites to my awesome parties. Is Ethereum Classic goodbye? No, it is not. How do you create a meme coin? You know what? This small cap project called Seed, you know, I think they just launched today. Seed right here. Relatively small cap, but what they do is help people create coins, create tokens, create memes. I'm looking forward to them getting mass adopted so that there'll be a lot more memes. And they're multi-chain too, but I don't think they're working with Avalanche yet. But if they are, you know, we need some good Avalanche memes too. All right, guys. It's been a long stream. I'll let you guys go. Bitcoin is getting stronger than ever. We hit 45,000. We're down a little bit to 43.7. But man, things are really, really rocking. Memes are doing well. Avalanche and L1s like Avalanche are doing well. Games are doing well. Bitcoin-related projects like Ordi and Stacks are doing well. Everything is doing well, guys. So, good. I'm going to spread my seed. Sorry. All right. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? And then we'll see where the market is then. Have a good one. Take care. And watch this very important message.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.